Hello children, hope you all are in the pink of your health. The other day had started with the lesson, The Adventures of Toto. And I'm sure you must be having your textbook in front of you because today you are having English. So we had completed the first two pages, that is the lesson begins from page number 7 and we finished with 7 and 8. Now we will come to the second half, that is on page number 9. Now grandfather revealed to the narrator what had happened when he had taken Toto along with him to collect his pension. Okay, we stopped over there. Now let us continue with the lesson. Now for 2 to 3 days, the narrator and the grandfather was having a tough time because they had not revealed this, that they had bought another pet at home and it was a monkey to the grandmother because grandmother was not a lover of pets. Okay, so they just wanted to convince her. So after 2 to 3 days she was convinced and somehow she granted or she just agreed with them. And now they had to find a comfortable home for this Toto to sleep at night. During day it used to move about, but at night they wanted to find a comfortable home. So the day when it was bought, they tried to adjust it with the other animals. They had a small zoo over there. The grandfather had a small zoo. But that night Toto didn't allow the other animals to sleep. So that is why the next day, grandfather, when he went to collect his pension, took him along with him in a canvas bag. Okay? Now, when grandmother allowed or they got her convinced, they thought of keeping safely, that is, in the stable along with a donkey whose name was Nana. Now, grandfather also had a donkey. Now, it was kept in a stable. Now, you know what a stable is. A stable is a place where donkeys and horses and all are tied and kept. It is a place where they take rest, okay? It is like a house for them. Now, when Toto was finally accepted by grandmother, he was given a comfortable home in the stable where he had for a companion the family donkey Nana. On Toto's first night in the stable, grandfather paid him a visit to see if he was comfortable. So that night he was kept over there. Just before he going to sleep, Nana felt that he will just go and see how comfortable this Toto is. Now when he went to see how comfortable Toto was, to his utter surprise, what did he see? To his surprise, he found Nana, without apparent cause, pulling at her halter and trying to keep her head as far as possible from a bundle of hay. Now what did he see? This Toto was not allowing Nana to take the bundle of hay which was kept over there. It started catching at its halter. Now halter is a belt which is tied round the neck of usually donkeys and horses, okay? And it can be pulled from the back. Now this work was done by who? By Toto. It was not allowing Nana to eat the straw. It kept on pulling it. Now, grandfather gave Nana a slap across her haunches and she jerked back, dragging Toto with her. Now Toto was sitting on her back and playing all these trons when Nana came and pushed her on her back. That is, pushed the donkey on her back, and both of them got a jerk because Toto was sitting on the top of the donkey. He had fastened onto her long ears with his sharp little teeth. Now, the monkey was holding its ears with its sharp teeth. Toto and Nana never became friends. Now, Toto and Nana, they never became friends. So, Toto did not agree with or get along with anybody. He was put in the zoo. He didn't allow any animals to sleep. Year 2, he was trying to play all sorts of mischief with this donkey whose name was Nana. So they never became friends. A great treat for Toto during cold winter evenings was the large bowl of warm water given him by grandmother for his bath. Now a big treat was given to Toto on winter evenings by his grandmother. That is, the grandmother used to bring a big bowl of hot water for Toto to have his bath. He would cunningly test the temperature with his hand, then gradually step into the bath, first one foot and then the other, as he had seen me doing, until he was into the water up to his neck. So, as I told you, monkeys are very intelligent. So when this bowl of water was given to him for having his bath, he used to first test the temperature of the water by just immersing his hand. And then he used to put his legs. And in this way, he used to immerse himself completely till neck deep. Okay, that much water was there in the bowl. Now, this Toto had seen how this small boy, that is the narrator, used to also have his bath in the same way. Because during winter time, if hot water is provided to you, then you have to have your bath very soon. Otherwise, it will get cold. So he used to enjoy this. Monkey used to enjoy his bath. Once comfortable, he would take the soap in his hand or feet and rub himself all over. So he used to take the soap either with his hand or with his feet and rub himself all over. When the water became cold, he would get out and run as quickly as he could to the kitchen fire in order to dry himself. Now, as the water used to get very cold very fast because it is that cold outside. And when the water used to get cold, he used to just jump out from the bowl and go to the kitchen where there was lots of heat. He used to get himself dried sitting over there. If anyone laughed at him during this performance, Toto's feelings would be hurt and he would refuse to go on with his bath. If anybody teased him or laughed at him when he was performing his bath, then he would feel very sorry and he would refuse to go on with his bath. He used to not continue with his bath. One day, Toto nearly succeeded in boiling himself alive. Now, another incident happened. A large kitchen kettle had been left on the fire to boil for tea, and Toto, finding himself with nothing better to do, decided to remove the lid. So one day, a large kettle was placed on the fire and grandmother had gone out. Nobody was there in the kitchen. There was a lid on the kettle. Now Toto was feeling cold. So he wanted to make himself warm. And as I told you, this little monkey was very, very naughty. It removed the lid, and since it was just placed, the water was just getting heated up. Now he just immersed himself in the kettle and he found himself very comfortable because it was very cold outside. Finding the water just warm enough for a bath, he got in with his head sticking out from the open kettle. Now his head only came out from the kettle. The whole body was inside the kettle. This was just fine for a while until the water began to boil. Now for a while it was okay. Now there was heat. Fire was placed underneath. It was boiling. The water was boiling. This Toto then raised himself a little. As the water began to boil, he raised himself a little. But it was cold outside, so he thought of immersing himself again in the water. Finding it cold outside, sat down again. He continued hopping up and down for some time until grandmother arrived and hauled him half boiled out of the kettle. Now, he did this for several times And it was during that time, grandmother who had placed the kettle felt that the water must have got boiled, came to see in the kitchen and found that Toto was inside the kettle. So she just hauls him, scolds him very loudly. And as we usually just when animals come to take something, when we are drying it out, what we do, we just haul it out. ഓടിപ്പിക്കും ഇല്ലേ, അതിനാ hauling എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്. So grandmother also did in the same way, and Toto just ran out of the kettle half boiled. If there is a part of the brain, so these are incidents or these are things which Toto did in the narrator's house. Now the narrator is telling us, if there is a part of the brain especially devoted to mischief, that part was largely developed in Toto. He was always tearing things to pieces. Whenever one of my aunts came near him, he made every effort to get hold of a dress and tear a hole in it. So, whenever there was a chance to play any trance, Toto never shrunk back. So here the narrator is saying that if there is a part in the brain which is fully developed, that is devoted to mischief, then Toto's, that part of the brain is fully developed, okay? That is a part of a brain which is devoted to mischief was fully developed in Toto, narrator is telling us, okay? And he was always tearing things. He was always tearing things. See, children also like, when you give papers to little children, they like to tear it. He was always tearing things to pieces because that sound that is produced, they enjoy hearing that sound. Whenever one of my aunts came near him, he made every effort to get hold of her dress and tear a hole in it. So whenever his aunt used to come home, he used to catch hold of her dress and just make a hole in it. One day at lunchtime, a large dish of pulao stood in the center of the dining table. We entered the room to find Toto stuffing himself with rice. So a large dish of pulao was placed in the center of the table. To their utter surprise, when they entered the room, what they saw, Toto was putting his hand and having that pulao. My grandmother screamed and Toto threw a plate at her. Now that is narrator's grandmother screamed at Toto. He threw a plate at her. One of my aunts rushed forward. Now hearing the sound, one of his aunts also came forward, and what did Toto do? He threw a glass of water on her face. When grandfather arrived, Toto picked up the dish of pulao and made his exit through a window. Now when grandfather came over there, he took a dish of pulao and just escaped through the window. We found him in the branches of the jackfruit tree, the dish still in his arms. So grandfather and the narrator went to see where he had got himself settled, and to their utter surprise, he was sitting on a jackfruit tree and relishing the pulao. Okay, jackfruit tree, I need not mention. You all know what it is. He remained there all afternoon, eating slowly through the rice, determined on finishing every grain. Whole afternoon he was sitting and eating that pulao. He was just relishing it. Relishing, വളരെ സ്വാദോടെ അതിൻ്റെ ഓരോ തരിയും എടുത്ത് കഴിക്കുമായിരുന്നു. And then in order to spite grandmother, provoke her, to make her more angry. And he also had a vengeance because grandmother had scolded him. What did Toto do? Who had screamed at him, he threw the dish down from the tree. He threw the dish from the tree and chattered with delight when it broke into 100 pieces. And he started laughing, sitting on the tree top. Why? The plate fell down and broke into 100 pieces. Obviously, Toto was not the sort of pet we could keep for long. Now the grandfather realized. And the narrator is saying, now even the grandfather came to know that it was not affordable for them to keep such a pet at home. We were not well-to-do and could not afford the frequent loss of dishes, clothes, curtains and wallpaper. So the narrator is telling, we were not well-to-do, the other word for rich. So he's saying that we were not that well-to-do because frequent losses of clothes, dishes, curtains and wallpapers was going on in the house. They found it very, very heavy. Heavy in the sense that it was not affordable for them. So grandfather found the Tonga driver and sold Toto back to him for only 3 rupees. Toto had incurred so many losses, and grandfather, what did he do? He went in search of the Tonga driver and paid 3 rupees to him. That is, he gave back the monkey to him and collected 3 rupees from him. He bought this monkey for 5 rupees and now he sold it out for 3 rupees. 2 rupees loss occurred over there and they had lost many things in their house. So this lesson is about the adventures of Toto. Adventures, that is, what and all way this little monkey played mischief in the narrator's house is what we have read. Okay? I hope you must have enjoyed the lesson and keep reading the lesson. You have to read it at least 3 to 4 times. I'm again repeating it because when you sit for writing section, you should get free flow of words. And to get free flow of words, you have to read a lot. Otherwise, you must be having many ideas in your mind, but words may not come. So reading helps in writing and it also helps in communicating with others. Okay? So if you read a lot and that too in an audible sound, you will be able to converse. That is, you will not feel yourself shy or backward when you're talking to somebody. You will talk with confidence. So continuous reading will help in all the ways. Okay? Do continue with your prayers and whatever is being sent to you, see that you do the work. So the last week, short questions answers will be sent this week, and this week the short questions of this portion will also be given along with the notes. The notes you write in the notebook. Okay? Thank you, my dear children. Have a blissful day. Okay? Take care of yourself.